Well, this is a new situation. Never had this happen, but I guess if you don't have something happen on every demo job, it's not a demo job. You can hear the hissing in the background, and that would be a gas leak. They told us the gas and everything was off, water was off, and stuff like that. Electricity was off. Guy made all the contacts. They came out, turned everything off. Well, apparently, uh, Atmos, I guess, forgot to turn off their part, or they turned it off somewhere, maybe to the other house. I don't know. Maybe to the house next door. It's abandoned too. Maybe that's the one they turned off. They forgot to turn this one off. But nonetheless, kind of stopped us in our tracks. So I contacted the homeowner, told him that there was a gas leak, told him he'd have to call Atmos. Hopefully they'll come out pretty quick, considering the urgency of it. I don't think they would want this thing to be blowing all night. But only took me about 5 minutes to get to this point right here. Mostly because of the trees. That back side of the house over there was under those trees. So I was trying not to rip my hoses. But other than that, dumpster guy said he's about an hour and a half away. So that'll give us time. Maybe there's enough fittings or whatever on this gas line to, thread a new cap back on it or whatever. So that's where my dad went. But really, just that corner of the house. There's a little bit of fence back there, and that'll be that. So the idea is to get done today. When the dumpster guy comes, I'm just gonna live load him, and I'll sit on top of the pile, load him up, and if everything goes well, if we can get that line capped and there's no more stupid stuff, then yeah, we should be done with this one today, and then we'll move to Greenville to another job that we got. Excavator seems to be running fine. Like I said, what happened, I made a video, but then I deleted it. But what happened when I was having those issues with the idle going from high to low just erratically and sporadically, what happened was the pump 2 pressure sensor had broken in half. So all the electronics and everything like that were completely exposed. And pumped 1, 2 pressure sensors, and then control pressure sensors, along with a myriad of other sensors. They all run on the same harness into the pump and valve controller. So when I took my codes on my pump and valve controller, I had, God, I think every code from, I think there's like 18 codes, something like that, total, and I had about 16 of them. So what was happening, I called John Deere or RDO. They came out, looked at it. He found the sensor, and he said every single one of those sensors is supplied by a 5-volt current, or whatever you want to call it. I may have said that wrong, but anyway, 5 volts goes to all of those sensors. So with that one shorting out, he was asking me what the symptoms were. I was like, I can use it, and then as I'm moving around, it'll just kind of go up and down, just crazy. And he said, well, I think what's happening is with that sensor being exposed like that, every time you move and the machine jerks around, the wire just kind of dangles around, and it's touching the block, it's touching the hydraulic pump or whatever, and it's just kind of shorting itself out, and it's causing all those other sensors to short out as well because they're all on the exact same harness. So I changed that sensor out, and it took my codes down to 1. So I lost all my codes, which is good, and then I had 1, and that was the pump 2 pressure sensor. So I went and got another one. Came in yesterday. I put it on yesterday. Rechecked my codes, cleared them, and then rechecked them. Didn't have any codes on it, so seems to be code free, seems to be working, good. Obviously it's not working like a brand spanking new machine, but it's working good enough to do this in about 5 minutes, so that's good enough for me, I guess. So anyway, once we get the gas line thing sorted out, we'll get back to it and finish taking the rest of the house down. There's that, and then I don't want to walk around there. Somebody cut out a you can't see it, but there's a trench right here where my foot is, that's probably about 4 to 6 inches deep, but it goes through just high grass, and it kind of goes around and stuff like that. So I don't want to walk around there, but you might be able to see beside that shed back there, there's a piece of a roof. That was the old shed. It fell on the ground, so we got to get that. And then there's a like a old jungle gym type deal back there we got to get, and a piece of fence. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. I think we can get this done, loaded out in one day. Just got to get the gas line done. So Atmos is here. They came and I guess I don't know what he did. I guess he plugged the line, but see, there's no more hissing. So the line's off, but they've got to get their other techs to come out here and kill the line completely. So as soon as they do that, I think we can get back to working. Dumpster guy should be about an hour away, give or take. So they get out here pretty quick. I get the rest of this down and get it loaded out. We'll try to see if we can get all this done by today. We'll let you know. Well, we've got one load out, and I'm thinking 3, possibly 3.5 dumpsters. May get a 4th. There was a piece of hidden concrete under there that I didn't see, so we'll get that. But anyway, first time we've had a whole crew of people out here. We got Atmos over here. They are trying to completely disable the gas to this entire property, so they plugged both of the lines. I guess now they're trying to do whatever it is they need to do to terminate the gas coming into this property. So, but yep, that's who's out here. And so it's about 1:30 now, so we're gonna get something to eat and waiting on the dumpster guy to get back. And I didn't realize what time it was when he got here, but I was thinking we could get done today. We could have if we'd have got everything situated and he'd have been here earlier. So, but I told him to come at 10. Ran a little bit behind, and he ended up coming around 12. So all in all, not too bad. I mean, fortunately it was a small house, so hadn't had any problems out of the machine yet. So we'll just keep going. So see, make sure I don't fall in the hole. But not bad for about 4 hours worth of work. 5 hours actually. A little bit more than that. Anyway, had a few issues this morning, but overall, this is all we got left. And I don't know if we'll get some dumpsters out here tomorrow or not. We're working with the dumpster guy. He said he's booked up for tomorrow. I told him 3, and we still got a little bit left. So maybe he can squeeze one in towards the end of the day. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, not bad for the time that we were out here and all the delays and problems we had with this thing. So anyway, it's got a little concrete in it, so hopefully it won't throw the weighted tonnage of the dumpsters off. So, but then I'll come back tomorrow. They're gonna have a hole here, so I'll come back tomorrow and just kind of try to pull some of this down and track it in. But it's gonna be a low spot. We ain't got enough dirt to fill all that in. So anyway, that's what it is. So we'll be back tomorrow or the day after, whenever they get us some dumpsters, or a dumpster. We'll be back. We'll finish this out. And yeah, if we'd have got the dumpster early, I think we could have finished today. But that's how it goes. So, and the machine is running better than it's ever run, so that's good. There are times when I think it's the relief valves kicking in, but there are small times, it's maybe like half a second or something like that, where as you're pulling back on it, it'll kind of idle down, but nowhere near like it used to. So I think it's healing itself. So plus I had to take the batteries out and get them charged up. Everything completely died. So I'm just gonna keep using it, see how it runs, and monitoring it, trying to keep what maintenance I have on it up, and we'll see what it does. So until tomorrow.